I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
Strongly supporting and actively working for Jesse Jackson to become the next president of the United States. We are supporting Jackson because
country clubs and the cocktail parties are not real America. The millionaires and billionaires are the exception to the rule. Bankruptcy cases have increased by a record-breaking 23%. Business investment is at its lowest level in more than 50 years. CEOs make more than 500 times of what their workers make. The middle class is shrinking. We have the greatest gap between the rich and the poor of any industrialized nation, and this is an economy that is improving. I hate to see what would happen if our economy was sinking. Do you give one whit of concern to the middle class and working families of this country? That's my question.
It's $177 billion, the same ones that would put homos in the military, the same ones that would not fund BRAC, the same ones that would not clear up. No, I will not. Sit down, you socialist.
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, what are you talking about? You use the word homos in the military. You have insulted thousands of men and women who have put their lives on the line.
I'm talking about you and liberty.
According to the New York Times, this hedge fund's speculation topped $1.2 trillion. Now, what is $1.2 trillion? It's an astronomical sum of money. It is close to what the budget of the United States government is for 1 year. That's what we're talking about. This is one man whose actions and poor judgment could cause economic catastrophe throughout the entire world. One person.
Turns out, Mr. President, that Panama is a world leader when it comes to allowing wealthy Americans and large corporations to evade U.S. taxes by stashing their cash in offshore tax havens.
The cost of war is real. And it is easy to give great speeches about how tough we are. But let us not forget the cost of war on the men and women who serve in our military and people in other countries.
It is my belief that a war in the Persian Gulf now, an absolutely unnecessary war, would be a terrible mistake that this country would regret for decades to come. It seems to me, however, that the challenge of our time is not simply to begin a war which will result in the deaths of tens and tens of thousands of people, young Americans, innocent women and children in Iraq, but the real challenge of our time is to see how you can stop aggression, how you can stop evil.
I am proud to announce my candidacy for President of the United States of America. We are going to create an economy that works for all of us, for the elderly, the children, the sick, the poor, the middle class, and the working families of this country, not just the 1%.
Just incredible. Bernie Sanders.
This is peak Bernie Sanders. I mean, this is everything that we've been talking about for the last 3 months kind of all came together in one. And you could see it even when he took the stage. He was a little bit emotional and sort of stepped back to really take it all in.
You know, if Bernie Sanders never said he was a democratic socialist, based on what he's saying, people wouldn't be calling him a democratic socialist. Bernie is speaking to a yearning that is deep and real, and he has credibility on it. Credibility on it.
Can be a nation which join other nations around the world in guaranteeing health care to all people as a right. We can be a nation in which every American, regardless of his or her income, can get a college education. We can be a nation in which every senior lives out their lives in dignity and security. We can be a nation in where everyone, no matter their race, their religion, their disability, or their sexual orientation, realizes the full promise of equality that is our birthright as Americans. brothers and sisters, this is the nation we can create when we stand together and not let people divide us. They have unlimited sums of money. They own much of this country. They control much of the media. They are very powerful. But we have something that they do not have. We have a united people. When we stand together, when we say enough is enough, this country belongs to all of us. When we do that, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. Thank you all very much.